Katt Williams versus comedy versus everybody, whatever you want to put it. But this man set the internet on fire.
Yeah.
Like, get your shit off. I want your initial thoughts. I got questions, but get your shit off.
I think it probably was the best interview maybe ever.
Oh man,
because I know earlier I was watching Shannon Sharpe and he was saying how that interview is compared to Joe Rogan with the dude. Where Joe Rogan interviewed the dude that with the aliens for real. He had an interview with that. He had an interview with Elon Musk that did 32.
32, yep.
So I think
we was on. Yeah, I seen that.
Shannon Sharpe and Katt Williams is third right now.
Yeah,
but to get to the interview, man, that shit it had a lot of crazy moments.
A lot of bombs dropped.
You believe all of them?
Man, you do better ask me what I don't believe. I'm telling you right now, you do better ask me. I can tell you it's only about 3 things I didn't believe.
Yeah.
I don't believe that this nigga read 3,000 books between between 8 and 12.
Yeah, I didn't believe that one.
Fuck out of here, Cat. I definitely don't believe you ran a 4.3. And I saw your video right before we started today. Now I definitely believe you don't run no 4.3.
But nah, I think he made, because short niggas could get that. I knew when I played football, I knew a little white dude who was about Katt Williams size.
50, bro.
No, I'm talking about back when he was younger.
Back then?
When he was younger, he might have ran it. Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, I don't believe the 3,000 books. I don't believe he ran a 4.3. And what was the third one? Oh man.
Do you believe he was homeless at 13 years old?
Yeah, I could believe that. I believe he moved. I believe he hitchhiked and moved to Miami. I didn't have the problem. Like anything about his life story, I ain't even question. I was like, that's your story like that. But like the 4.3 shit and the 3,000 books, and then there was one other thing that's gonna come to me that I was like, boy, ain't nobody buying that shit.
Is it anything that you don't believe about the celebrities and the comedians he talked to?
All right, let me tell you, let me kick off by telling you this. I was so eager to sit down today because I wanted to give my take. I done watched the interview 3 times in its entirety. And I wanted to give you like how I viewed it. And I felt like this from the very first time I was hitting play. Like to me, I think that shit was strategic, but like not how like everybody else been talking about. Like Katt Williams wanted to get on camera and like he heard what was said about him, so he just wanted to respond. Yeah. No, I think Katt Williams approached that shit like he was doing a stand-up.
Definitely. Yeah.
I think he looked at it like, I'm finna go on Shannon, because you can see as soon as he jumped off, Shannon didn't ask a question. He went straight in. Yeah. So like for me, it was like, I started watching, I'm like, I really asked, I was like, is this nigga like trying to like give a special or something? Yeah. Like you ain't this funny on purpose. Hey, on cue, nigga. Like punchline after punchline after punch, unless you want to be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay. So when I realized this nigga was doing a special to me, I'm like, oh, he getting his shit off. Yeah. And when he got into the bag of talking about Ricky Smiley, Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, Kevin Hart to an extent, I didn't see anything that would point to me believing that he was lying. Yeah. Like, and the fact that when you look at the aftermath of everything, ain't nobody calling him a liar. It's like, I'm gonna defend myself, but ain't nobody calling him a liar.
Yeah. I think the funniest shit was we talking about Jonathan Majors.
Oh, okay. So, okay, go. Give me your funniest moment.
That nigga said that Jonathan Majors is a plant that was dropped off. That everybody made. They made that nigga the poster boy. He's the most handsomest nigga. Like since when y'all start liking niggas with big noses? If that nigga handsome, every nigga in this world handsome.
Well, nigga took off. I was like, bro, like if the amount of people who caught stray bullets was like the back end part of why it was so hilarious to me. My favorite line though, bro, is when Shannon was trying to protect like Faison and some other people that he liked. He took a sip. He told Shannon, you got this, how he said that shit? That you have an unnatural allegiance to losers that is not like you. Yeah. I fell out laughing. Yeah. I say, bro, how you tell a nigga with a straight face some shit like that? Yeah. So that was my favorite part of my favorite line, my favorite like punchline. And then I like how he came at, my other favorite one was when he called Shannon Sharpe. He said, you a fat Faison liar. So it was little jabs like that made it super interesting, but it was also how I knew he was it was two parts of the interview that made me realize that he was like purposely trying to get his shit off with the other comedians. When Shannon Sharpe had asked him about his childhood, his kids, like having kids and all that or whatever, I don't know how he did it, but like he turned that into the Michael Blackson diss, right? And then when he talked about, when Shannon asked him about being homeless, he said Steve Harvey stole. That's his life story.
Yeah, he never was homeless.
I was like, nigga, Shannon ain't even asking about these niggas.
Yeah.
Like, so that's why I was like, I thought the backlash that Shannon got was unfair. I'm like, how y'all coming for Shannon when Katt Williams offered this shit on the platter?
Yeah. Do you
cooked it up?
Do you believe Luda is an Illuminati?
No, I ain't gonna lie. But I don't believe the Illuminati in that realm. I believe that there's people who do creep shit and it's a secret society. Yes, but like the way the people talk about, like secret society mean like those people who are on that line of the fence, I believe they do some ill.
I knew Steve Harvey had a hairpiece on, nigga. That hairline too straight, nigga. Ain't no barber getting that motherfucking hairline that straight.
At all. But I was like, why is he shooting at cats? But I had to go back and really just pay attention. But
all them old
comedians?
Yeah, all them comedians, they went on Shay, said something about Kevin Hart. Not Kevin Hart, Katt Williams.
I think the only one I didn't catch, I don't know what Steve said. I ain't gonna lie, because I researched out. They gotta just not like it. But I also think, because I do remember like Katt speaking on it and some other comedians, like Gary Owens, as a matter of fact, when he said, he was saying how like Steve, like when Steve, like it's different between him and Sid. Sid will walk in the room, speak to everybody, personable, blah, blah, blah. And like Steve will walk in and like, it's like, do I know you? You know, got this arrogance about him. Like Gary Owens was talking about it on camera. He was like, it's just, he is who he is or whatever. So I think with him and Steve, it's just I don't F with you. But I did go back and that's why I was like, you can't get mad at somebody for responding. Like yeah, Kevin Hart, when you went on the Breakfast Club, you was responding to what Katt Williams said, but like you really hit below the belt first because you called this man a drug addict. Like he was like fell off. Well, how he fell off? Drugs. Like Kevin Hart said, he was like, I was like, oh. That's why he kept saying, I ain't never did a hard drug a day in my life, but nicotine and weed. I was like, I had to go back and catch some more like subliminals and shit. So to me personally, one, I fucking love that interview. I love the energy Katt Williams came into 2024 with. Yeah. I don't have a single problem with it. And two, I feel like if y'all gonna respond, what I would love to see, and I think this is what Katt trying to do, I would love to see like, y'all stand, you know how they did the little versus battle with the music? Yeah. Put two comedians in front of each other and let them niggas rip. Joke for joke, cook for cook, and see who stand talk. I don't think anybody in the industry gonna stand in front of Katt Williams. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. The only person maybe would be Dave.
Yeah, he don't know when they don't know when that good. Who else going?
That's the only person I think. Who else going? I think Kevin Hart jokes gonna get a big. It's gonna land on deaf ears a little bit, but
Kevin Hart not even funny no more.
You don't think so?
He white people funny.
The only person who really popped off and came out and was like on some, and ironically, came out and was on some hood shit was Trick Daddy. When he mentioned Trick Daddy, Trick Daddy was like, nigga, I'll beat your little ass up. Yeah. But that's what you expect, right? You expect Trick to jump out the window. Like Ricky Smiley, I want to ask you, did you see the crying? What you think about Ricky Smiley? Did you see him crying online? Oh, I gotta send you the video. So I'll paint the picture real quick, just while, for you and the audience. So the video just comes on, so I'm not gonna accuse him. I want to start off by saying I'm not accusing him of crying because of the Katt Williams situation, but I'm gonna say it's hella convenient. Yeah. Right? So let me tell you the story. The video come on, this nigga making coffee, and he kind of like sobbing, like he got the little boy sniffle, like when you get called man. Yeah. He doing the sniffles when you that age, and he's sniffling, and not saying nothing, and then like while he's making his coffee, tasting it, he's sniffling. Then there's a moment where he just step off to the side of the camera and he break down crying. I'm like, fuck going on here? You hear somebody in the background like, hey, sir, is everything okay? Do you need a water? He's like, I'm good. And I was like, okay. And then the video like kind of shut off, and I'm like, this was weird.
And he posted it?
That's where I'm going. Because one, I'm about to be sensitive to the man's emotions, right? You lost a kid last year. If y'all don't know, Ricky Smiley lost one of his kids last year. And so he had to bury a child. So I can understand having that. I can even understand having a moment. It ain't even got to be with Kevin Hart.
With your phone out.
With my nigga.
So you just so happen. You know you about to cry. Your phone right here recording. Okay.
And it's like, and then you add that to how much backlash he was kind of receiving behind this Money Mike thing and everything. I was like, bro, this is kind of convenient. So y'all can bash me if you want. Man, it was hard for me to feel sorry for this man in that moment.
Nobody feels sorry for Lil Darryl, man. Nobody feels sorry for Lil Darryl.
And then Katt Williams said, my name Lil Darryl. That's your one joke? No, but so just stay on that topic. I'm not trying to be insensitive, bro, because I understand that you lost a kid, but come on. Like for me, and I'm going to tell you why I feel like that. Like I like to see my celebrity in it, if that's a word, doing they celebrity shit. Like I'll pop out when you healthy and happy and good and you being you. Like as a celebrity, that's the light we got you in.
Yeah.
All this oversharing of the tears and ain't nobody trying to see all that out of the people we like, man. Like, go cry in the corner. Yeah. Like it's cool that you gotta cry. It's cool that you gotta have your emotions. All I'm saying is you don't need to do it in a glass house. Like, take that shit off the camera.
That nigga just like Tyrese. Remember when Tyrese was crying on camera?
Tyrese had now I'm understanding
what
Tyrese.
What more do you want from me?
That man was on them goddamn pills. Like, I'm not clowning him no more because now I know you don't give a fuck. I'm gonna leave Reese alone because I understand.
What's wrong with that nigga, man?
But until Ricky Smiley tell me he was on some dope,
yeah.
That's foul play to me because to me it was like, how convenient do you try to get your name back and remind people that you lost a son when stuff come out about you, about how you wasn't so pleasant to work with on the set of Friday After Next. I don't know if you remember, real quick, I'll go into this bag. Katt Williams was talking about how back then he was doing a lot of complaining on the set. This supposed to be my role. I don't know if you caught the part when when he was Katt Williams said when he got the mask on, he talking about, man, I don't like this mask on my face. Ain't nobody gonna know that's me in the movie. Blah blah blah. He was having a lot of, and he was saying that Ricky Smiley was like complaining about a lot of shit that was going on with the movie. Yeah. Like basically saying that, I'm supposed to be the pimp, blah, blah, blah. So now it's like, hey, nigga, this come out. And I think it's some pussy shit to cry about anyway, or be mad about anyway. Whatever, nigga, that was 23 years ago. But anyways, like, if that's the truth, let it be the truth. Stand up to it, own it, and go away. You ain't got to try and do this whole little sympathy run. Yeah. And that's where it was hard for me to be like, oh, like, well, all right.
That nigga Katt Williams addressed everything in that interview that people was like on the fence about. Like the P. Diddy shit, he said he had to protect his ass. He glad he made it out of, he got that far without sucking dick and getting raped or whatever he said.
Yeah. One of my favorite pop things was like, to be confident and not delusional is real skill. That was just some flex shit. But when he said what you was talking about, he was like, and then he got this high top fade making all black men think we got this lineup. No, we got to get the best lineup in the business, and this man got on a unit.
Yeah. Man, now I remember what he said. Now I remember what he said about Jonathan Majors. I was dying laughing. He said, Jonathan Majors look like my daddy. So y'all liking my daddy now?
That boy I told Cedric the Entertainer, we found out he can't sing, dance, or write jokes. Yeah. It's like, shit. I appreciated when he gave Bernie Mac his flowers, because that's when he said, until you humble yourself, you will forever be king by the king, or whatever. I thought that was fire as well. Man, the Chris Tucker shit with Michael Jackson, when he said Michael Jackson called him Christmas. Yeah. You ever met a man that gave you a nickname like that?